Don't you know that from coast to coast, where there's dope, there's hope, where there's dope, there's hope. Sheesh. Wait, is it lit? Don't.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls.
Cats and dogs and everything in between.
All of that shit, man. All that good stuff. We are now tuned in to another episode. What episode? Episode 14?
This is episode 14.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We kind of going strong out here, man.
We are going strong. We are in our second episode after the mid-season premiere.
Yeah. The pandemic stretch.
Pandemic stretch. This is our 7th month.
Yeah.
Doing it. Like, can you believe it?
I can and I can't. You know what I'm saying? The days are going a little crazy these days, but, you know, I'm enjoying it. We kind of in the mood. We hit a stride and I'm riding it out.
This is where we at, and I'm loving every little bit of it. I'm having so much fun every time. I look forward to this.
Yeah, absolutely. How y'all doing? Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for tuning in with the kids. You know, let's get into some music. I feel like getting into some music.
Let's go ahead and get straight to
right
the
into
shits,
it, man. Fuck
bitch,
all that.
because we got a whole lot of things we want to tell you.
Absolutely.
So, our first artist, bring him to the stage. Let's get it together. Let's put your hands together for C-Laydee. I think that's how you say her name, C-Laydee.
C-Laydee.
Yeah.
Or C-Laydee?
C-Laydee, but she got the 2 E's on there.
She put the D, the E-E.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm thinking C-Laydee.
Heard you.
She is a singer-songwriter, producer, and model, born in Guam and raised in Vallejo, California. That's, I'm thinking that's Bay Area because, I mean, she's got a whole lot of Bay Area, things in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly sure where Vallejo is, but I'm, like I said, Bay Area, and grew up studying vocalists like Whitney Houston, Frank Sinatra, and she was encouraged to produce music pretty much by her father. At the age of 7, bought her a keyboard, and she started making her own records. She graduated high school 2007, started doing modeling, and released music that year as well, and unfortunately, that was the year her father passed away. So she blew up with a song called Holla Back that attracted attention on MySpace and got her performing at festivals, some Filipino-oriented festivals, enjoyed some brand sponsorships, and created a rap group called Bay Heads, or Bay Heats, excuse me.
Bay Heat.
Bay Heats.
So she must be close to the Bay Area.
Yeah. So,
somewhere around there.
Right. So I'm thinking that's the vibe. And that's pretty much what the song is. The Bay Heat is her and another rapper, Young Yayo, who is on the song that we're going to talk about. So,
Young Yayo was on this?
This is the feature.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You know, C-Laydee featuring Young Yayo.
They both...
They're both named right there on there.
And you see them on the cover art.
See them on the cover art.
I mean,
so
it's pretty obvious. I don't know why I was surprised.
I don't know why you were surprised. And so the single is called Thinking About You, released on June 12th, 2020. And, you know, it's a bop.
It's a lengthy little song. 4 minutes, 18 seconds.
So the thing about the song is, when I first heard it, I didn't know she sang as well. I presumed that it's C-Laydee, the one rapping the first and third verse, and she's singing the hook too. And Young Yayo
is the last verse?
Is the second and fourth verse.
Oh, it's 4 verses?
Yeah.
Wait. I felt like it was long because I was like...
Yeah, they both kind of were going back and forth.
See, it was another case where I didn't really know who was who.
I didn't really know who was who either.
The only thing sound different to me is the singing and the rapping. So it's like, I don't know. Like,
it's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Okay.
I think that's but you know, obviously if she watched the show, or if you're listening to the show, let us know if if I kind of got it. But I feel like it's her on the first verse doing, and also the hook, Young Yayo on the second, and then doing back and forth again for the third and fourth verse.
Young Yayo.
So yeah, this song is kind of lengthy for a song like this. clocking at about 4 minutes, 20 seconds, which is, old school terms. That's like a radio length song. But, new times, kind of like twice as long as a regular record.
Yeah.
But as far as how I'm feeling about the record, I like the fact that it's a West Coast bomb. I always wonder, who is it that is like kind of created that sound? Because West Coast got a lot of influences, and they have a lot of different producers that had different takes. So you got the hyphy sound, you got the DJ Mustard sound, you got the Dr. Dre sound. Now you got everybody that's working with Kendrick Lamar. They have a certain sound. But this kind of hyphy DJ Mustard kind of sounding record. I'm assuming she produced the record, but I also wanted to know who kind of influenced her.
Well, you talking an awfully lot about the record, and you ain't give us your rating yet.
And I did not give the rating yet. So the rating is... I would give this one a 50% mid.
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. This is a mid, like straight lace middle. It's a rap song about being in love by two women. Okay. And it's a dope enough rap beat that I could fucking bop to it a little bit. If it came on, I wouldn't be mad. But I'm not blown away by anything that's going on. The girls are kind of spitting their game, kind of either towards each other or to whoever they're interested in. It works. It works for me.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay, I hear you. Straight lace middle. I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. So that was your take on it? That was your
my
rundown?
take. That's pretty much it.
Pretty much it. Get right to the point.
Oh, wait a minute. Fun fact. She consumes sea moss. Have you ever heard of sea moss?
Yes. What?
I didn't hear sea moss.
Wait a minute. You not up on sea moss?
I'm not up on sea. I was not up on sea moss until I went on her Insta.
Step your game
I'm not doing enough out here.
Like where you
apparently.
been at?
I'm
like
so big.
I thought you was in
here.
these streets. I thought you was in the streets. Now I'm second guessing myself.
I'm in a different type of street. That street, whatever street that's on, that's
I don't
totally
know, my B. And you be in Billyburg and all that, and you don't know about sea moss?
Listen. I went on her gram and I was like, sea moss. And then I went and looked it up. This whole video on it about what it is, what forms it comes in, when you can use it. It sounds like I might want to get into that shit.
You can get the pills, you get the capsules, you can get it raw, you can make your own gel, you can do all of that, man.
You would not put me on game. You did not. I didn't know
I assumed you knew. You know that? That's my bad. You're right. You're right. You're right. 100%.
But shout out to her. She's, doing that. But that was
so wait, she's slinging the sea moss or?
No, she doesn't sell it. She said like she feels herself kind of a little bit more drained. Her career is a little bit more active, so she needs a little bit more energy to kind of get through the days.
It gives you, I think it's like 104 of the minerals that you, man, listen.
Dr. Sabi approves, apparently.
Man, listen. That's why I figured you already knew, because I know you know. So like.
I did not know.
Wow.
So
okay.
I learned a lot from C-Laydee. Shout out to her.
That's what's up.
You know what
that's
I'm
what's
saying?
up.
But
that's interesting, because I also gave it a 50% mid.
God damn.
Straight lace right down the middle. Like, if you don't believe me, you could just look at the ink. Like, I wrote it. Wow. Like 50% mid. Like, we don't consult each other with our grades or nothing.
Literally,
like, we just
that's
don't.
why this is hella
So
entertaining.
when you said 50% mid, I'm like, damn, we got the grade and the percentage like on the dead on the head.
That's
but
pretty much
I
it.
mean, you said it. Like the production is dope. It's cool production to give you that DJ Mustard, that Kid Ink, that what I'm saying, like that Robin ass do. You know what I'm saying? They hitting you with that.
Right.
West Coast, very vibey. And the tone of her voice, I didn't realize it was two of them. Well, I knew it was two of them, but I didn't realize they was both spitting. Like, I couldn't tell who was who. So that was one thing. But both of their voices sound very similar.
Yeah.
The tonalities, everything. And then they have very nice flows. Like, they flowing. They going off. They spitting. And like you said, they giving you 4 verses. Like, they going off. They not stingy with the bars. But they not giving you no heavy bars,
Not giving you punchlines like
they
that.
They definitely said the Bonnie and Clyde line twice. Like, I got to get that to them. Like, that's the first time I heard the Bonnie and Clyde flip twice in the same song. Like, and then they ain't even spice it up the second time. It was like the same way. So I didn't realize if it was an ad-lib or if that was a bridge or something. Like, it was like, nah, they just used it in another. I was like, okay, fuck it. But and then some of the lines was kind of cheesy, like, feel the love burning hot like a stove. Like,
I mean, if it's a club record,
I hear you. You don't need much, but it's like, damn, like that's kind of like insulting my intelligence a little bit. It's like love burning hot like a stove. Like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I give it to them. Like they caught it because look, they look great, they sound great, the beat is amazing, and when you in a club, you're not gonna be analyzing it like this. You're gonna be bopping to the shit. It's definitely a bop.
It's a vibe.
But it's a mid-level bop. It's like, you know, it's cool. It ain't wowing me. If I hear it in the club, I'm a bop to it, but I ain't gonna go search for it on my playlist and be like, yo, I need to hear that. It was cool. It was a mid-level joint. So there you have it, man. 50% mid
Across the board.
Have we done this before?
I don't think we have ever done it, nailed it on a mid. We've gotten close.
On the percentage and the grade?
Nope.
I don't know if we've ever done that like that. Wow. This is historic, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 14 of Herbal Tea Podcast. This is your boy, EarthTone.
And your man, the real Peasy.
I don't know what you want me to say. All right, let's just get into the next one. But hey, make sure y'all go check that shit out.
Her
C-Laydee.
She's doing
featuring
Young Yayo.
Young Yayo.
So basically the Bay Heats is their song.
Yeah, I love that name, Young Yayo. That's
Young Yayo.
Go check that out, streaming on all platforms. Thinking about you. Yeah, man. We're going to get to the next one. So this next one.
The next one.
Artist number 2, Q
Bring
Plus on our
stage.
Herbal Tea Podcast. We got Sir Ryan Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Lane.
Let's see.
Let's get into it, man.
Can we get into that?
We got into that. Yeah, let's tune in. We gotta set the mood for this one. This one is a little different.
All right, yeah, it's a mood. All
right, so Ryan Lane, he's a Q Plus singer-songwriter from New York City.
He's from New York.
He is from New York, born and raised. I couldn't find a ton about him, but I did see like it was an interview he did recently with an article with a magazine, and they were talking about the new single. He actually has a bit of a relationship. Recently, we saw that he signed with Illtown Slugger, which is the company formed by KG and Vin Rock of Naughty by Nature. And he got connected with them by way of the production team, Lady and the Tramp. So they're a production duo, and he's worked with them, you know, a little extensively early in his career as far as writing and, you know, working on his solo stuff. They did a lot of production for him. So that's kind of how he got tied in with the whole Slugger family, which is, you know, that's Jersey, East Orange, Illtown represented. That's where the kid grew up. In case you ain't know, I'm from EO, East Orange, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Just putting that out there. A little
Jersey
extra, just a little extra fan fact for you.
Saying?
You know what I'm saying? But speaking of fun fact, he had an interesting story about this video for Forever, which is the single we about to review on him. He had like a week deadline to get it done and, you know, get the shit ready to roll out. And he had to do all of this shit during the pandemic. So everything was kind of shut down. He had a tight schedule. He had to make it happen. So he ended up doing it. He had to use a lot of his own wardrobe, like clothes he had in the crib. He ain't really have all of the resources you would normally have if the city was opened up normally.
Right.
But he had to get it done. He learned the choreography for the video via Zoom with his, you know, his partner. So you see the young lady in the video. He has a female lead in the video when they kind of dancing and they doing their shit in the street. And it was interesting. This was all in the article that I had read that he put out, you know, talking about the video. So that was his connection with the whole. I was intrigued about that, you know, how he linked up with them and how he got connected, because that's a legendary, you know, group and name. So
absolutely.
To be fucking with them, like, kudos to you, Ryan. Like, shout out. Right. That's dope. He also lists Neo as one of his big influences, of course. Which makes sense.
The song gave all types of Neo.
You see?
All types.
He lists Neo as one of his main influences. And it's crazy because in the article he was talking about, like, you could hear, like, Neo is one of those distinct songwriters where you could hear, like, a Neo song. It sounds like a Neo song. It's produced like so you could definitely hear the influence. And that's kind of pretty much, like I said it before, we're pretty much a culmination of all of our influences. All of the people we grew up listening to and respecting musically.
Absolutely.
That we just take tidbits or the best of what we like from all of them and put into our own shit. So shout out to Ryan Lane on that. And then he talks about his art having, you know, coming from a place of honesty. Which you could definitely tell from his music. Have you heard of Ryan Lane before? Are you familiar?
Well, I was gonna be like, fun fact.
Oh shit!
But you talked about the video already.
I ran it down too much.
Not necessarily so. My question really was the fact. Okay, he's with Illtown Sluggers. I already know that's a Jersey label, so I figured he's a Jersey dude.
Nah.
Why is he in Harlem in the video? But he's from New York.
From New York, and I think he live in Harlem. He live in Harlem.
Yo, they had all types of drone shots, and if you haven't checked out the video for Forever, mad drone shots, love it. Like they kind of really went in.
They bodied
with
it.
the video.
That's a fly visual
for like a really clean New York look. He did part of it in that famous bridge that you kind of see, which I never really knew what that bridge was. I think that's the West Side Highway. It was close to where
somewhere over there, but it's
Harlem
like
Pride
uptown.
was.
Yeah.
A little bit further uptown, though.
Yeah.
By Riverside Park,
Upper
I want to
West.
say. Yeah.
Yep.
So he had that look, but that was really my whole confusion. I was like, if you were Illtown Sluggers, why you ain't repping Jersey?
See, you being geographically racist. Stop it, yo. Stop it. You see?
I just was asking
Come on,
the questions,
fam.
but
Like,
thank you for answering them.
Yeah, cut that out. All right, so we're going to get into this joint Forever. He dropped it in May 19th, actually, 2020. Latest single, 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Like we said, he teamed up with Illtown Slugger, which is, I think they're like a production and management label. And I'm going to just let you know, man, this shit is fire, B.
Oh, it's fire.
Yeah. We're going to have to call out the fire trucks. I know I've been calling them pretty much every episode, but they used to be in here anyway. Listen, we've been getting a lot of great music from these Q+ artists, and this shit is fire. I gave it a fire 78%.
It smacks for you?
Listen, man.
It smacks.
Listen, man. I mean, the production is top notch. Of course, you got, I mean, the legend KG. He pretty much classified as a super producer. I don't think it's too many people that could argue that.
Nah,
he
not
done
at
work
all.
with the top R&B artists, like Next.
Yeah.
All of them. Like, he's from that
Divine
whole
Mill.
era. Like, yeah.
Jaheim.
Didn't he do something?
Janae.
Was he fucking with Lucy Pearl and them? I think he might.
I'm not sure
I'm
about
not 100%
that,
sure on
but
that. But
definitely
he's been around and
been
he's
around.
done his thing. He knows quality R&B, and you could just hear it in the production. That's just the production alone. It's a feel good joint. It's the lyrics come through, and that kind of what kicked it up for me. I mean, because you can have a feel good joint. Ryan Lane's voice is amazing. He sounds amazing on this. This is like if you know how an artist could do a lot of different things. They could have a lot of different sounds, but they'll have a pocket where it's like, you know, when they get in that pocket, it's like, all right, they hitting a home run. He's in his pocket on this joint. This is his tempo. This is his melody. This is it for him. He's killing it. The performance was out of here. But then you listen to the lyrics, and it's like, it's a feel-good vibe, but like, this is some deep, introspective, sad shit. Like,
Forever's off the table,
you
man.
realize it's some shit like,
It's
damn,
like a breakup
it's
record.
like, damn, I had a good one, but here it is. I fucked it up, and now I'm realizing way after the fact, and it's too late. Like, like, it's great that I realized and all that. Good for me, but like, that ship is sailed. Forever's off the
that ship
table.
has
It's done.
sailed,
And if
boy.
you don't listen past the vibe and the good, it's like, damn, like he trying to drink himself out of the pain. It's like, damn, all right, let me go out and have a good time because I fucked one up. I fucked it up. But he realizing it, and it's like, damn, all I can do is
accept it.
yeah, accountability is key, man. You know, how else can you move on? But that's why I gave it such a high rating, because it's like, damn, the shit sounds amazing. It feels amazing, but then it's also like leveled. It's like, damn, this is some, I mean, and that's songwriting right there. Like, that's some key shit. Like, he says, the sun won't shine through the shadows, and lies act just like arrows through the heart. Like, that's like some poetic shit. He sang it. Like, I'm talking it, and it sounds crazy, but like, he sang, like, this is the shit he's singing. If I would have just figured it out, that anything worth figuring out is worth figuring out. Just light bars, just like, yeah, take these, just like introspective food for thought, all sounding amazing over some super producer production. I mean, I don't know where you could go wrong. That's all I got for it. That's it.
That's all you got?
That's it. That's all I got. I don't know what else to say.
Shout out to him having the actual mascot, the Illtown Slugger, in the video.
Doing the
little, was he doing,
bat dance,
he
what
doing
you call that
the
joint?
dental floss dance?
Is that it? That's what you call it?
I think that's what it looked, that's
the dance. That's definitely dance. He was hitting
shout
that
out
shit.
to him doing that.
It was cute. It was cute.
It was very, very cute. The video was cute. My rating, though, I have to give it a 45% mid.
Oh, damn.
It's a mid for me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you why. He does have an amazing voice. He's great. That's pretty much the best part of the whole song. He could sing. Like, he could sound like he could sing. Harmonies and all. I was not as impressed by the production.
Really?
Yes, I was not impressed because there's this breakdown part that I feel like it feels like it was supposed to be one of those build-up songs. It was a build-up moment. Like if you wanted a song to make it pop, you know how it has a mellow point,
and then
it just explodes into that last hook. It does not do that here for me. It just kind of keeps going back into the two-step. To me,
it's definitely two-step.
It's a two-step joint, and I feel like you have to kind of beef it up a little bit if you want to make it a little bit more exciting, and for it to be kind of a sort of celebratory record, but still with a lot of feeling in it. That's why I said his singing and his songwriting does a lot for the record, because I wouldn't even really think, just passively listening, that that's what the song is about. It would have got me into his voice. Like, who was that singing? Yeah. That's what the first thing that struck me, because it's on my playlist. I forgot it was him. I thought it was someone else. So I was like, he's dope. It caught my ear for sure, the quality, but I just didn't think it went to the level that I think it should have aspired to for it to be a song produced by somebody who's as celebrated as KG. I think, but you know, in that era that he kind of is bringing back, you know, there was a lot of R&B songs like that produced by big name R&B singer-songwriters or producers, and some of them landed, and some of them had, you know, were just regular joints. Some of them were just, you know, they came and went, but some of them were big. And I think this song was like, it had an opportunity to be a little bit bigger, but I think he just is a little bit flat to me. But I definitely commend him, and he did give Neo, so that's what gave me the kind of throwback R&B feel, which I appreciated a lot because he owned it, and I didn't even know he said that Neo was his influence, but I had definitely hear it.
Got you. Okay, so you gave it a 45 mid?
45 mid for me.
45 mid and a fire 78. Wow, what a gap. Listen, so first one, spot on. Same grade, same percentage. Grade. Second song, it's a big gap. It's a whole nother grade.
You never know what you're going to get around here.
Herbal Tea Podcast, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
All right.
If you haven't been initiated before.
Shout out to Ryan Lane. Go check that shit out. Forever, streaming on all platforms via Illtown Slugger. Hey, man, let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think. Go check out the video. Support the man. Support black art. You're ready.
Absolutely. Who do we have next?
Bringing to the stage. And it's none other than artist Kisos. Or Kisos.
Key SOS.
I heard him pronounce it like maybe one time.
Kisos.
Shout out to him.
Okay.
He's got our next joint. He is a singer-songwriter, publicist, originally from the Bay Area as well, who moved to New York City to further. Shout out to the Bay. He moved to New York City to further pursue his music. He entered into the music industry though as a publicist. More on that later. He developed his own publishing company. He worked for one before. I didn't say which one, but he left them and went on to develop his own company, Miller Place, which is where his record comes from, the record that we're going to review today, with the goal of amplifying the voices of Q+ musicians and creators. Shout out to him for that. And he's doing that. He is the host of Quarantine. I don't know if you guys have heard of Quarantine. For those that don't, it's a Twitch TV based program where he shows music videos of different artists that kind of submit on there.
It's pretty dope.
It's a pretty dope platform. I think it's like the first of its kind, if I'm not mistaken, kind of doing it on Twitch and having as big of an audience as he had. I was on the show. I was on the second episode.
Hey.
And I had a really, really good time. I, gave them my video Till the Day I Die. You know, they fucked with it, and it was a pretty good show.
Did you get interviewed and all of that?
I did get a little.
Oh shit! Okay.
I got to talk in real time because they have the chat open while it's going on. So I got to, they were asking all sorts of questions. It was going really fast. So I was answering as many questions as I could with it, and I think it's a very, very dope platform, for a unique platform for us. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for that. They raised $6,000 for Black Lives Matter.
Fam, that's hard.
That's
hard.
That's not a slouch right there. So he definitely is on point with, as far as like using his marketing skills and using his skills learned as a publicist to kind of amplify other people's voices. He's been on Billboard Pride. He has done a little bit of an interview or a lyric breakdown of one of his songs, on the EP that we're going to talk about on Genius. He did a video.
Oh shit! Okay.
So he's out here. He's got the Sweet Nothings EP. It came out June 30th, 2020.
Interesting.
5 songs, and he broke down the.
That's a nice length for an
nice
EP. I feel
length.
like that's like the sweet spot. Oh, no pun intended.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet Nothings hitting a sweet spot.
There you go.
With the 5 tracks. It is a breakup EP. He was getting over a really, really rough relationship, and he coined the EP as the 5 songs representing each of the 5 stages of grief.
Interesting. Okay.
That would be bargaining. The first song is about bargaining, denial, anger, depression, and acceptance. And I'm going to have to give this EP a 25%. Reginald, please come to the stage.
Shit.
I'm just going to get to the shits here.
Oh, shit. You ain't even do no build up or nothing. You just threw it at us.
I just got to give it to you. I feel like I gave y'all plenty. Y'all
you bigged them up. You bigged them
definitely,
up. You gave him his flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
You gave him his flowers.
Things, but this EP is not necessarily really doing it for me.
Damn.
Reginald, come to the stage. Come get this. I'm going to let you know why.
Okay.
Here we go. Now, I relate to every single thing that he's doing on this album. I love the way he set this shit up.
I hear you.
I'm listening to the songs from the perspective of a person who's empathetic to what he's going through, because I went through those very same things, and he brought back a whole lot of emotions, a lot of triggers, which I have to give him credit as a songwriter. When it comes down to the production, that's kind of where it will be the death of you for any beautiful song lyric that you have. Your production will bring you down if it is not on the same level or better. And it happened a lot on this EP. Yeah. I think the main song, which I heard really, really stood out to me, was Happily Ever After. That was track 2. And he put that song out as the first single a year ago.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Which is telling, because if you obviously put that song out first, it probably felt like it could either mean there's so much better after, or it could be the best
like
thing.
You were struggling to kind of follow up.
And I was really trying to figure out, though, if he's producing himself, like that song came out so good and the other songs kind of came out and different ranges here. What really happened?
Oh, he does produce himself.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes, he does produce himself, because from what I read in all of his bios and interviews and things, it gives me like he's producing himself.
Okay, that makes sense.
The worst song that I could have to say is the one right after it, the one that represents anger, where he's rapping. What is it called? Perks?
Hashtag perks.
He's not a rapper, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm a rapper. I be rapping.
I was thinking the same thing when you said that.
I'm a rapper.
Shout out to my nigga.
EarthTone is a rapper.
I be rapping for
and
real.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not going. We're not gonna sweet.
That's funny.
We're not gonna fucking pussyfoot this shit.
That is funny.
This is not shade. This is just total truth. Listen, dude. This sounds like Macklemore, but way less. And then the production was not really redoing it. It sounds like a mess. And that's probably what anger gives. Anger gives messy.
Well.
But if you're trying to rap it and trying to express the anger at the same time, you got to find a balance between rambling and lyricism. And you did not do that very, very well. I'm just have to say, sorry, you're not a rapper. You can't.
Wow.
You gotta come up a little bit.
Okay.
So that's my take on that. And
what was your grade?
25%. Reggie. It did not really get better from that point on.
Yikes.
So happily ever after. That's the joint. That's probably the best one there. But you know.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Well, damn. Well, there you have it. 25% Reggie.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Shout out to Sir Reginald making an appearance in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I actually gave it 58% mid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is that? And why is that?
So I thought it was a mid because, I mean, it's like you said, the production wasn't there, but I did think he gave it to us on the lyrical end, the pen.
For sure.
Like his content, the concept, he went through some shit and he put it all out into this project, and you can hear it. And I think what you hearing is the execution definitely fell short. I don't think he's as, and not to be harsh about it, but I don't think he's as naturally gifted singer as you would like, you know, like a big star to be. But he is a talented songwriter. You could tell his pen, he's able to take his emotion and put it in a way that it resonates with you some way, shape, or form.
How
it's
to
like, damn,
communicate.
you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Even if, for you to be able to hear that and get past the lackluster production, it's like, damn, like his pen, he can write.
He could write.
I think his execution kind of just fell short. So given that, the level of his pen, I think that kind of saved him on this. And, you know, it was concise. It was short. It's like you said, every joint was kind of different stages. And you kind of heard that come across. The Perks joint, I agree with you 100% on. His rapping was super regular. Like, per rapper to rapper. Like, not really, like, he ain't giving you, you know what I'm saying? Like, he not giving you nothing crazy. I only say that because of the Perks and the P's. They just called me. I like alliteration. I don't know. So,
right.
But I actually like the hook. Like how a cute guy to make you feel validated on your first sex, looking on your timeline, salivating, all that shit. Like he kind of was giving me like earlier Eminem, but just not as good. Just kind of the way he was playing with words and shit. But there was just that on that hook. It was like that cute little moment. And then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of good. I didn't really hear any crazy songs that I love. Actually, my favorite was Still Remember. I like that joint. That's the it started off acoustic and then it kind of goes to the drums like at the second half of the joint. It brings in like it kind of makes it a little bop. Like it starts off like he playing the acoustic guitar all of a sudden and he said, I still remember like the first time the last time we kissed and the last time I felt your cheek. Like his pen, he puts you in like,
he gives you a mood.
He gives you vivid visuals with his pen. But this one, I thought it started acoustic and then it turned into a little bop. I liked it, but I didn't love it. It wasn't great. But that's kind of the feeling I got through the whole project, and it wasn't really. He didn't hit it out of the park for me, but I gave him a lot of kudos as far as creativity and, you know, his
conceptualize it.
Yeah,
I almost wish.
I give you a lot of credit for that. Like
I wish he would have came through to the hood and been like, "Yo, I got this song.
Come holla at a nigga.
Give me the demo. I'm gonna go ahead and juice this shit up.
Yeah,
or
like,
let's get Swanee involved, sprinkle the sauce because I see what you doing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. He's like a diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure. I would give him that. Shout out to him.
There you have it, man. You got a 25% Reginald and a 58% mid.
That's how it goes.
That's the range of the Herbal Tea Podcast. I don't know what y'all want from us, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
Shout out to Kisos.
Yeah.
And, you know, keep doing your thing on quarantine. Artists out there who have a video that you want to showcase, he does this every Sunday at about 3 p.m.
Yep.
You could just holler at him. I hollered at him on the DM.
Dope. That's so dope.
Totally supported me. And that's why I'm like, support this cat regardless, because he's out here doing his thing. And he's to raise $6,000 for BLM when people are
lifting an eyebrow.
Even an eyebrow, they kind of want to change rules at the workplace and shit like that, basic shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be said for that. So I commend Kisos on doing his thing on that level, and go support Sweet Nothing's EPs. You ready?
Absolutely. All right, man. So that wraps it up for the Q Plus gang.
Yes, sir.
On episode 14.
On episode 14.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into the ally of the day.
The ally of the day.
Hey.
It's the ally of the day. Oh, ally of the day.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Hey.
Look at that. We got a whole theme song for the ally of the day. Off the top. That's just off the top with it. Something like, come on, man.
Something like.
Does this.
Like.
Cut it out. But bring it to the stage for the ally of the day.
Bring it to the stage.
We got the one and only. This is one of my favorites, y'all. Miss Toni Braxton.
Ooh, Braxton Family
damn.
Values.
For real though, like whole family on fleek. But look,
Bitch.
speaking of the Braxton's family value, I mean, come on, you already know what it is. 7-time Grammy Award winning singer. Like, that's enough right there. If I drop that line, if I could drop that line, the first bar,
Drop the mic.
introducing you, like what else do I need to say
Goodbye.
after that?
Yeah.
Like what else I gotta say? Come on, enough said. You already know what it is. It's Toni Braxton. But I'm going to give you a little taste. So a lot of people might not know. She actually started with her sisters. They was in a group like in the 80s, late 80s. Yeah, hold that.
Hold
that. The late, I've been around. Come on, man. This voice, these pipes.
Come
Come
on,
on, man. Like,
bitch.
she does this. Late 80s, the Braxtons. That was the group. All her sisters could sing. All of them. She just the illest one. She just got like she like the Jada Kiss of her sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Am I
I'm so
lying?
done
Am I
with
lying? Am I lying though?
I'm so
Am I
done.
lying though?
She's the Jada Kiss.
Come on, she got the voice. She got the little rasp to her shit. You when you hear Toni Braxton, you know what it is.
That's what you know what it is.
Yeah, come
That's
on.
just like her.
So everybody else seeing that, they saw it, and she went solo. And this is what I didn't know. You talk about a fun fact. I'm gonna give you a fun fact for that ass.
Okay.
Right? So you know her breakout joint. She was on the soundtrack to Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Love should have brought your ass home. Everybody know when she had the little she had all of the chicks in the hood wanting the short little bob cut. Like everybody wanted the Toni Braxton. I remember my sisters wanting it. She was crazy in that video. The song, nobody heard a voice like hers. And that came from like such a like she didn't look like she had that powerful of a voice because she was so beautiful. But then her voice was like, fuck out of here. So here's the story behind that joint, right?
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit.
So LaFace, you know what I'm saying? L.A. Reid, Babyface. This was they shit. They wrote the song, they produced it. You know they was making hits back then. They was giving hits to the. If you could sing, you had the pipe. You was going through LaFace.
You was going
right?
through LaFace.
They originally wanted the shit to be for Anita Baker. That's who they wrote it for. They like, yo, Anita, look. We got this joint. It got you all over it. Here, hold that. Knock it out the park. Eddie Murphy doing this movie. Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? It's about to come out. Yo.
I'm living
done
for this
deal.
moment right now.
Right. But she pregnant. So she like, I can't right now, homie. Like, I ain't, I'm not in the studio. No studio vibes. That's cut off right now. But you know what? Holla at my homegirl, Toni Braxton.
Oh my God.
I think she would be great for it.
And
guess what? And guess what?
Guess what? The rest is history.
Like, what else do I need to say? Talk about an intro.
I didn't know that she knew Anita Baker. Because not only is she a whole Anita Baker 90s vibe.
She took that rasp R&B
whole
feminine
thing.
flow to a whole nother level.
And gave it the 90s.
She passed her the torch. How beautiful is that?
That is so beautiful. I did not know that story.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Tone, Sherlock Tone.
I love her. I love her.
Through.
But I mean, on top of that, she is the ally of the day, and you could check her record. Like, she loves the Q+ community. She always shows love. She acknowledges her fan. There was once rumored of her being bisexual and into women. She's known to flirt with the ladies here and there. She makes no bones about it. She's been interviewed on countless LGBTQ publications. So it's like, I mean, she's an ally. It is what it is. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. Do your Googles. But it's Miss Toni Braxton, man. We just going to get into it. She got this new joint out. Do It, featuring another fucking ally.
Oh my God.
Miss Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
Melissa came through.
You know what I'm saying? She dropped this
Melissa.
joint June 26, 2020. 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Hey, man, listen. Fire truck's already here, man.
Oh man.
They already here, man.
Oh man, the fire trucks is back.
They already here,
setting
man.
it
Come
off.
on, man. Like, they already here. 80% fire. What you want me to do?
For
What
a
you want me to
long
do?
blaze.
Yeah, man. It's hot out here. It's already hot in the
very
streets,
hot.
but now they making it even more hot. I'm gonna just give it to you. I ain't even gonna go into crazy, because listen, you say the names alone. All they did was live up to their names.
All they did was live up to their names.
Like, technically, that's all they did. You hear Toni Braxton featuring Missy Elliott. What you expect? Like, what you expect to go off? And they did exactly what you expected. Like,
They
pretty
did
much.
it.
The production is crazy. It sounds like new age Toni Braxton vibes. You know what I'm saying? She sounds amazing. Her voice is like butter. I'm going to give it to you. The lyrics wasn't crazy out of here. But you know what? When you got a voice like that, you ain't got to do too much. Keep it a buck. That's it. That's all she was saying. And you want to keep saying that. That's it. Do what you need to do. That was the whole song. Do what you need to do, bitch.
what
Like,
you
you
need
know,
to do.
you know what you need to do. Just do it.
Just do
and it's
it.
on some women empowerment shit with one line. But then Missy came through and stole the whole song because she gave you the quintessential Missy
Missy
R&B
verse.
feature verse. Like, this is on some Gina Thompson, like, that bag era Missy. Like, she just came through and she delivered. She bodied, and she didn't give you a 16. I think she gave her like a 20 or 24. Like,
something like that.
she bodied the verse. And then Toni Braxton came back and then just melted your pants off real quick with the butter. Come on, man. Like, that's it, man. That's all I got to say, man. All they did was live up to their name. It's Toni Braxton and Missy. Like, fire 80%. Call the charts. What you got for them?
Oh my God.
What you got for the people, man?
I am spellbound right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you true tea right now, cause
Let me hear it.
I might have to change my original, because I had it different. I'm gonna have to boost this a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Because everything
gassed
you said
it?
is right.
I gassed it?
No, you did enough for me. You threw a little
You
bit
know
more
I throw the gasoline.
kerosene.
You know how I do.
You throw the propane
Listen.
in the shit.
When I'm hyped, I'm hyped.
And I was like, you're absolutely right. And I actually went through
wasn't
a
lying.
whole thing yesterday when I was listening to the song more. I was like, there's not a lot of people out here from her era doing it like that. The only one I can't think of anybody. I'm trying to think of Tamia. I'm trying to think of maybe Whitney. Whitney's not around. Celine Dion.
And that's the class she in.
That is the class she in. Celine is not really doing
Celine
R&B like
chilling.
that.
Like, Celine had a big loss. Like, she's going through a
She's
lot.
going through a lot of things. Whitney's no longer here. I'm trying. Deborah Cox, Tamia, maybe.
Quiet.
She's kind of doing it. So
And it's off the cuff. It was quiet for Toni. I mean, other than, the reality shows,
She
she
had the
doing the joint with her
reality show.
sisters, but this is just off the cuff. Like, here, hold this single.
And she also suffers from lupus.
Talk about it.
She's not in the best health, but to sound golden like this, I have to kind of bump my shit up. So here's my take on the record. I remember the original version. The original version of the song came out in about, I think, April.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So it's
It didn't have Missy on it?
It did not. It was just basically a slow jam, but is the same melody because Babyface produced the original record.
Okay.
Babyface is in the building.
I love Babyface.
A lot of people can't get their original producer who gave them classics and Grammys back in the building.
And you're not just
when you're trying to come back out again.
You're not just emailing Babyface.
You're not just emailing.
You're not just running up.
He barely
on her.
wanted to show up for verses.
Come on,
he was
like,
mad at Teddy Riley because
he was like, Teddy, come on, like,
why are you on 56K modem, bitch? Like what's going on?
Like, you ready? I got shit to do. Like, Toni, I'm producing this shit for Toni. Like, what we doing?
What are we doing? So the original version was just a little slower than this version, but same kind of format to it, a little smoother. And then Misty comes in, kind of jumps the remix up, produces a little bit, kept the same basis. So they didn't really change a lot.
Yeah.
And you're right, this song is I'm gonna go up to allow for you. I'm gonna give you a 70%
Oh,
loud.
wait. Where did you have it?
I had it in a mid.
Damn.
I had it in a mid.
Okay.
But like I said, you're absolutely right about this record. She sounds exactly the way she did when she first came out, but with a 2020 bob.
Sounds amazing.
And you can't ask for more than that from
She sounds
somebody who's been
amazing.
around for 30 years. And she really does sound like she
sounds amazing.
Like she didn't age, and she's not rusty. Like she's not she's not giving you like Aretha Franklin trying to do Adele.
She don't sound washed.
She don't sound washed. She's not. She's really out here giving you a bop, a joint.
Yeah.
And so my only complaint about it is the fact that it does sound pretty much like a regular R&B 90s remix. That's it. It's not really moving the needle because Toni's in her bag, Missy's in her bag. They're not reinventing the wheel here.
Yeah.
You already know the names.
I hear you.
So that's it. You know, there's only so much you could say about that.
I feel like with that being said, the fact that her and Missy combined already moved the needle so much, they get leeway to just kind of come out and just do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I kind of said they just lived up to their name. They just came out like, here,
just did it.
Hold this sauce real quick. This is what we do. We could do it anytime we want. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, here, like
yeah.
I hear you though. I hear you.
I really was thinking about it like that as far as like who else is around, and that is what kind of really made me be like, let's appreciate these women because you understand we're not even in the industry per se. It's hard for us as black men, LGBT or not, women have a whole nother battle that they have to fucking just to survive in the industry and to still be having your shit together after all this time.
Yeah.
In this pandemic now.
Absolutely.
And all the history that you done made, let's give it up for these women.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to give it a loud 70%. Okay. You already know
loud
what it
70%,
is.
fire 80%. So we wasn't too far off.
We were not too far.
Okay. That's interesting. That might be the first time I caused you to bump your shit up. That's crazy.
There's live one in the air.
I had first time he bumped the shit up, and then first time we got exactly the same grade and the same percentage.
Unpredictable.
Yo,
man.
Episode 14, man, it's popping. We out here. But also, before we get off of Toni, fun fact.
Oh shit, another one.
Yeah, this is a good one. So this is a personal fun fact. So you mentioned like she has lupus. She was actually really, cautious about talking about that and bringing that public.
Yeah.
She actually denied it for a while. At first, I think people were saying it was breast cancer, something like that. But she came forth eventually. Right. But she did a stint in Vegas at the Flamingo Hotel, and I was in Vegas, and I happened to catch her right before she shut down her stint that April because of the complications with her health and shit. Fam, amazing. You talk about stunning. You talk about like unimaginable beauty, like on some. And I'm a gay black man, but Toni Braxton is like different. Like it's like she was flawless. It's like I never looked at another human being in life, in real time, and was just like, damn, like I don't see like it didn't look like she was real. Like, is she real? Like, I never saw nobody this beauty. The shit she had some like some diamond fringe twist, Tina Turner type shit. Like she was, and then she sounded like amazing. So she was on a wireless mic, right? And I'm like not front row, not close, but like right next to like the first section. And she walking through the audience doing her whole connect with the crowd participation. God. Yo, she going through the audience, right? Sitting on niggas' laps, serenading them.
Oh my God.
Fam, I swear to God, she was beelining towards me. Listen. She beelining, she about to come through, and she got a wireless mic. She started getting feedback because she was getting too far away from, and then so she had to back up. So fam, she was coming. She was coming to the kid, fam. I was about to be serenaded by Miss Toni Braxton, fam. She was coming to the kid and got feedback in the wireless mic, had to go back. I was like, ooh.
Your energy was way too strong.
Fam.
It was way
Is that
too
what it
strong.
was?
That's what
I was too hyped? I wasn't even hyped, though.
Not that you was hyped.
She wasn't ready.
It's just your energy.
It might have changed her life.
It might have changed her life.
Forever.
And she might have changed your life.
It might have been
It might have been a different thing.
That's my fun fact, man.
Something bigger was coming for you.
Damn.
So listen, that's how we feel about it.
2008, man. The Flamingo Hotel, Las Vegas,
Oh
man.
my God.
Toni Braxton. It almost happened. It almost happened, man.
She gonna come for you later because, you know, like, we're not that far away.
We not.
6 degrees of separations is pretty close around here.
You never know, man.
Listen.
But that was I was close enough. It was crazy. Like, I was close enough. And I saw
beautiful.
it, and it's real. Like, she's
she's
amazing.
Beautiful woman. And you know what's crazy about Love Should Have Never Brought You Home? That's the one that comes on when Nia Long is calling out. I forgot who she was dating. I can't remember the actor name.
Damn.
I can't remember the actor name, but either way, she was basically calling him out for coming in, you know, on some sneak shit.
Yeah.
She knew he was cheating.
Yeah, it was perfect for the fucking scene.
And Nia Long kind of gives Toni. She had the same haircut.
The Nia Long and the Toni. Everybody wanted it.
That was the
you were
shit
going
back
to the
then.
salon saying like, "Yo, give me the Nia Long."
My sister had that shit.
Come on.
It was crazy how that even came together. And then she goes on to give this really vintage classic Hollywood look, because that's kind of the look she gave in a lot of her early. She was doing that traditional R&B pop where it was very ballady, a lot of ballads. She was big on that.
Yeah.
So she kind of really set a stage. She had an era.
Yeah.
She had an era. Toni Braxton was your girl.
Hey, man,
in
listen.
those days.
Shout out Miss Toni Braxton.
Shout out to her.
The ally of the day. There you
Ally.
have it. You got a fire 80% and a loud 70%. Hey, go check it out. Streaming on all platforms. Do It, featuring Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
Do it.
And that wraps up the music, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
It's like we said, man, the music is coming. It keeps coming.
It keeps coming.
We love it. And keep coming. We're going to keep reviewing it. So it is what it is. Whew. All right, man. We done got through this music. I feel like going into the streets, man. It's been quiet. You know, the city is slowly opening up.
The streets have been anything but quiet.
Well, I mean,
as
far as supposedly with the COVID, I mean, COVID's still out there. That's the problem now. Motherfuckers think it ain't quiet. It should be quiet.
It should,
but it ain't.
But the streets are still on fire.
So what's going on out in these streets?
It's burning up out here. Everybody keep doing their thing. But we're gonna shift the focus a little bit and talk about July 2020.
It's fucking hot.
It is very, very hot. You know what I'm saying? July is July plus the Alliance.
I mean,
we first debuted our projects in July of 2016, and we made that an event. And here we are 4 years later celebrating that event and bringing that old thing back. Pretty much. And so we're here in July. It's popping for y'all. We're making sure that we consistently coming back. We've been going for a little bit.
We've been going for a little hot minute,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to.
Absolutely.
But here we are with many dope beats that y'all can fucking step to.
And we're going to make up for it.
And we are going to make up for that big time. So we started off, Day Ones was the first song I would say we kind of slipped in there because Day Ones had been out, but, you know, we wanted to make sure we brought the spotlight up to it for anyone that kind of missed that song when it first came out. Didn't really push it as much as I would like to have, but I thought this would be the perfect opportunity, being that all of us is on it.
Give it a little boost.
I put it on SoundCloud. It's out on all streaming networks. You already know. So we kind of put that out around 4th of July. That was week 1. The next full week, we came through. We did our 4-year anniversary commentary on the mixtape, the prequel, and the Introducing the Alliance EP.
Well, you skipped. We opened up that Friday with the last freestyle.
We opened up that last freestyle.
Hitting them with the
Freestyle
Freestyle
Friday over the Fat Joe joint.
Fat
Yellow
Joe
Tape.
Davies. Or Fat Joe and... Who was that?
I don't even know who the hell
I think it was Fat
else
Joe and
on that
Davies.
song. But we definitely...
No, Fabulous.
No,
I'm bugging. It was Fat Joe and Davies.
It was Fat Joe. Fabulous was the week before.
Yes. I'm getting them mixed up. We did so many freestyles. So many freestyles.
The freestyle series is definitely out there. Go follow us at The Alliance.
ALLIYANCE.
So you already know. On our IGTV, it's kind of lit. So we had the freestyle series that we started in mid-June. We gave you a freestyle from each one of our choice of beats. And the fourth one that we released was concluded also the weekend of the 4th of July. So we did do that. And so we shift to the next week, and that's when we gave you the commentary on the albums and the mixtapes. 4 years. Damn. That was fun. Go check that shit out. It was definitely a vibe.
Introducing the Alliance.
Have you been introduced? We're going to reintroduce you. Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. My name is The Real PZ.
There you go.
You already know. So also that Friday, that last week Friday, we dropped Winning by Billy Hood, now known as Mr. B Hood. Winning. Is it winning for y'all?
Hey, let us know. Please let us know.
Is it
if it's trash, it's trash. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I doubt it.
I mean, we ain't heard no bullshit yet.
Just saying, like,
but it's definitely out here.
Yeah. Streaming on all platforms. Y'all go check that shit out. Mr. B Hood featuring the Alliance.
Mr. B Hood featuring the Alliance. His album dropping soon.
You know how that go.
You already know. And now that brings us to this new week, the second week, full week of July. And this week, guess what we have coming out for y'all? Looks like we have a joint from the man himself. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stretching his muscles right now and getting ready to kind of lay one banger for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's light work for him. Kind of been doing this.
It's been a minute, something like, you know what I'm saying? It's for the kids. I do it for the kids, man.
I'm not even going to say what the name of the song is because you'll find out. I'm going to probably talk about it tomorrow on Open Floor.
Absolutely.
Actually, you guys will be watching this on Thursday.
You would have done seen some things.
You would have seen some things. So you'll know
it's coming out tomorrow, pretty much.
Yeah, so that Friday, tomorrow, it'll be out in stores everywhere. And we're going to keep the party going.
That played out. I didn't even realize that was going to line up like that. Yeah. See how the world works?
That Wednesday, we'll be on the Query.
Look at that.
We'll be on the Query. So Wednesday,
it's a full week, y'all.
Wednesday,
a lot
we
of
hitting
treats.
y'all.
A lot of treats.
Thursday, we hitting y'all.
Well, Monday we hitting y'all with the Real PZ.
With the Real PZ going on the Open Floor. I'm gonna hit y'all with the little clip of Bachelor.
And then Tuesday, what happened Tuesday? They gonna get the cover Tuesday?
Tuesday, will they drop
y'all
the cover
gonna get the
Tuesday?
cover art.
We'll do the cover art on Tuesday.
The cover art.
You know what I'm saying? You guys would have already seen this, so you guys already know what's going on.
You seen the cover art, and now you prep. You probably
you
heard a little clip. You could have heard a clip on the last Query interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I played a little clip for the special guest we had.
Okay.
So you didn't catch that. They got a little clip. They was, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Little clip came on.
Man, you know, exclusive. I gotta give them a little taste. It's a little taste.
So go ahead and we're gonna support that single, and we're gonna keep this party going.
Hey man,
because you already know.
I mean, it's July. We not stopping. So
we're not stopping. So
just
now,
get ready.
The week after, you already know if Billy Hood, if Mr. B Hood already dropped, and E.T.
I'm coming tomorrow. So
guess
it's like,
who's next
who
after
left?
that? Who left? And then after that, who left? Shit, I don't know.
And you already know who always like right there and then lurking.
We
got a special surprise for y'all that last week.
Definitely have a special.
That last week, we ain't gonna blow it up yet, but just. It's a lot in store. We got a lot of treats for y'all, man.
We got a lot in store.
Shout out to Mr. B Hood and DJ Swanee River.
Shout out to the whole Alliance and these guys. We have a good time, and we just hope y'all are having a good time, even under the circumstances. We came to speak to y'all and for y'all. And that's what it is. So, I also heard that there's another banger that had been dropped recently.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to go ahead and cap for a minute and just sneak this shit out. He ain't even give no warning for this shit.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, keep it a buck. I didn't get no warning either. Like, I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. I ain't know myself.
Really?
So. You heard the joint, though. I gave you the exclusive.
Did you?
Oh, I didn't play it for you. I was about to say, wow.
He might have played a
I
little
gave you
something.
a taste. I gave you a little
but
taste.
I didn't know it was coming
You
out.
ain't know it was like that, huh?
Like it was gonna just.
Come on,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
That's the best way. Just smack you in the head like, okay.
Darcy ain't warm bitches or nothing. He just came through snatching.
I like that. Just pull a trigger, homie. Go ahead.
Boom, let's get it.
Go ahead.
And so Bodies is laid out
I knew it was
everywhere.
coming. I didn't know exactly when. I knew it was coming soon.
Congratulations to Darcy Dundada for dropping another dope banger with my man E.T. here.
Yeah, man.
Representing. It's definitely a hot one, so you want to go check that shit out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Supports all Black lives matter and Black queer music because we out here. And it's beautiful and it's live. So yeah, that's Jaliance. Also up on the docket, we got Bugs, who just dropped a new single, spotlighting trans women, especially, or trans community generally, speaking up for somebody, a community that basically requires or should get more acknowledgement than they already do, and their involvement in the modern queer movement and equality for all people. The song is called Matters, first of all. It features Tia Carter, features Rico Cassadine, and it also features Goldie Doll. Love that girl.
Pink Gorilla Heavy.
And they have the video out, and you already gonna get it as soon as you see the video. You understand what's going on. Trans women, I believe, it is 16 Black trans women have lost their lives this year alone. One is too many. And yearly, this has been going on. This is an epidemic in and of itself.
Absolutely.
Because this is why we need to continue to speak up. Because these women, young women and young men out here, their lives are being taken needlessly, or they're being harassed
way too
short
early.
for no reason other than because they are not like you. Let's keep it a buck. So shout out to Bugs and the whole Pink Gorilla movement for
Absolutely.
representing hard for the trans community.
And go check that out right now. Streaming on
out.
all platforms.
It's on IGTV as well. It is streaming on all platforms. You already know. So that also brings us to The Circle. The Circle just dropped a new episode on July 3rd. It is the 6th episode in the 4th season.
Wow.
And a little
6
more
already.
tea has been spilled.
Uh-oh, they spilling it.
First
I
of all-
actually didn't catch this one, so fill me in. What happened?
You didn't catch this
I missed
one?
it. I gotta catch it. I'm late.
Oh
I'm
my
late.
God! Let's
What had happened?
Let's
What had
ask the
happened?
question. One of the first scenes was the studio session with Shorty Rock, where he was doing One Night Only, which was the song that we reviewed. I don't know what month we reviewed it though.
Oh wait, yes, I did see the episode.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I'm positive.
You sure?
I keep getting mixed up that because they fall sporadically.
Yeah.
So I'm getting mixed up, but yes, I did see this.
Come
episode.
on,
All right,
Nunu,
continue.
with the
Continue.
festive-
Yeah,
with the-
continue.
Come on, Nunu.
Come
with
on,
the-
Nunu,
with
get
the
it together.
schedule, Get it together. You just dropping them on
Stop
us.
playing with us.
Stop playing. But yeah, studio session, Shorty Rock recording that song, and
For
I didn't
only
know
one night.
for only one night.
It's my homie.
I didn't know Cleon was there. Cleon was there. Hood was there. And it looks like Cleon did a vocal on the track.
you are the best.
And I'm trying to understand why that didn't end up on the song. Was it on the song?
Shorty, you are the best.
Was it on the cutting room
Yeah,
floor?
it's on the song.
You sure?
You
I
just
I
didn't know that
remember
was
hearing
him.
it. Lies.
It's
What?
all it is an ad lib.
But I'm saying, I thought
Literally,
I
all he did
recognized
was
it.
Shorty, you are the best.
Really?
That was it.
I didn't know.
You
I
probably
thought was
missed
more.
it.
I probably did
You
miss
probably
it.
missed it.
If I had known that Cleon was on the goddamn song,
Oh, you would have paid more attention.
I might have.
Shorty, you hear that, right? Wow.
I might have maybe given it a slightly different
I'm gonna give it to you right now. Shorty, you are the best.
Oh my God.
That's all you missed.
Listen, shit. Shout out to Cleon, because every time I see him, he's so green to this. I'm just like, damn, I just never knew that's, like it almost, Like, it's refreshing.
Listen, we were all there at one point.
It's refreshing.
We were all there at one point.
It's refreshing, and he's getting his life, like, you know, getting his little shot. And for him to be, like, everybody checking for Cleon.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. You're not seeing it from my eyes. So, Cleon to be just, you know, he gives me, like, like a little puppy. You want to pet him. You want to like bring him home, teach him some tricks,
and then that puppy become a dog.
Oh my God!
And then turn your whole life around.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that. But shout out to Cleon, he was there, and then Hood was there. Hood was also talking about why he didn't.
What Hood was doing?
Talking about why he didn't renew his license, because they was talking about that party.
Oh my God!
That whack ass, trash ass party where they was trying to show the damn demo for the World AIDS Day.
That PSA announcement,
whatever it was called,
that wasn't audible.
And Hood couldn't get in because he didn't have his shit renewed, his license. And I'm trying to ask Hood, did you renew your license? Hood, we want to know still. Did you renew?
We still don't know.
We still don't know. I don't think he did.
They didn't reveal in the episode?
No, they didn't reveal that.
Oh, no, they didn't.
And I tried to ask Hood recently.
It's a mystery.
And it is still
That's
a
gonna
mystery.
be like his mystery. It's still like, yo.
Did you renew?
It's like you ain't know where Tommy worked.
I did not know where
Remember Tommy from Martin? It's
from
like
Martin.
Tommy got a job. Yeah, Tommy got a job. Like, where you work?
Where you work?
It's gonna be like, Hood, like, what's up with your license? You renewed your license?
Did you renew your license?
Come on, man.
You still
like,
illegal out here?
I'm out here.
Come
like,
on, Hood.
Okay, but that don't answer my question. Like,
it does not at all. It does not.
It's the mystery of be Hood.
And that's exactly what he gave me when I tried to text him.
I like it. Keep it going.
You try to deflect.
Keep it going.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk about why Shorty Rock is instigating the shit with Melly B.
Oh my God.
And Bugs. For what though?
Again, though?
He instigated. He was the one that was going to Melly B asking all the questions, and now in the studio, Shorty Rock talking about all they gonna talk about was Bugs guy.
Like nobody.
Nigga, you're not low. What are you doing out here? And Shorty Rock. That was so hilarious.
It's like we're gonna see it. It's on camera.
Really?
Like, we saw what happened.
That was funny. But after the studio session, we got to see Aoki do a photo shoot with Tia Carter. You know what I'm saying? Extraordinaire photographer. I want to see these pictures. They was doing pictures for Yas Queen.
I didn't see it with the balloons, the red balloons.
With the red balloons.
I did. I saw it.
Right by the East River, I believe.
It was cold.
It looked cold.
It was cold.
When we did the what was it? It was a photo shoot that we did. I forgot what it was for. It was after the studio session. We was on Nunu's roof, and it was cold then. And
Listen,
I think
when it's cold and you by the water,
ooh, girl,
that's different. That's a different type of cold.
And Aoki didn't even have no clothes on.
She was out there with it.
But shout out to them. Dwight came by and visited them, chatted it up with Aoki for a little bit, and Dwight is looking mad corny to me. Do you remember what Dwight was talking about? What they were talking about? They was going back and forth about something about Melly B, I think.
I don't remember. What?
Or I think that might have been the first time that Aoki and Dwight got to actually sit down and, you know, talk to each other for a second.
And what happened? What they?
Shit, I don't know. Dwight just came out of left field to me in that scene, and they were just like bantering on about, I don't remember what. It just kind of came, but I just trying to figure out what Dwight's angle was, why he was talking to Aoki. You know what I'm saying? And
well, what did he say? What was left field?
No, it's just weird. That was the first time I had seen them even talk to each other the whole season. That was what was different about it. So I just wasn't expecting all of that. And anyway, that scene was crazy to me. But everybody looked great for the photo shoot. Aoki looked good, and Tia Carter was doing the thing. And after that, we had the ugly sweater party at Bricks. So they had a little Christmas party. Melly B came through, and everybody was there. It was not everybody, but it was Dwight was there. Shayori showed up. This guy Jermaine. Now I'm trying to figure out where Jermaine fit in this equation as well? Is he on a previous season?
I don't.
Because he was instigating too some shit. The shit with Melly B and the whole alliance talking about. I think the whole thing was about talking about Chavis in that scene in season 3.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. I don't remember like seeing him or where he comes from. He was friends with Dwight, right? He was Dwight's client. I think he was in another episode.
I don't remember.
Right? Remember him and Dwight was sitting on the couch?
Oh,
and they was talking.
yeah.
That was him.
That was him.
Yeah.
He came into the studio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They had a little meeting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Boom.
That was him.
Okay.
So he's Dwight's client.
So
He's an actor, I think.
Okay.
And Dwight was like managing him for a stint or something like that. It's something like that. That's kind of their relationship. But they're friends. They're cool too. But they have a business relationship as well.
Okay.
So that's where he came from, I think.
Yeah,
as far as I remember.
Okay, I get it. So why everybody's stirring the pot with this whole Chavis? So it looks like the battle lines are being drawn. Who's on Chavis' side and who on Melly B's side? Because it seems to me like they're finding out what Chavis was doing, his relationship with Julius on that episode clip from season 3, where it was Chavis, it was Melly B, and it was Michelle. They were sitting outside in the lounge. They were sitting outside, like having some kind of shit or some kind of meeting or whatever. And Chavis was just talking, some shit, some left field shit about, I think, Julius. You know what I'm saying? It was getting weird. It was just getting messy, like pulling up that situation.
that was an old clip.
Yeah,
they went back to where
they went back to that. But now everybody is, what was that? It was a Chavis. Chavis was saying some other shit, some left field shit.
Yeah.
Melly B had met with Dwight previously, and I think Dwight was telling, Melly B was telling Dwight about.
It sounded like entanglement.
Yeah. It is very much entanglement, and I'm getting tangled up.
But see, that's the thing. Like when you talking all that shit about different people, and you're getting back, and you don't know who's close with who and who's gonna. It's just messy. It's just a room for disaster. And now it seems like Chavis about to get called on all his shit because everybody's putting 2 and 2 together. It's like, wait a minute, this the one saying this. It's like, I just thought it was interesting how, what's his name? What's his name? With the twins, Los's boy. Julius didn't realize or didn't know anything about what was being said about him.
Yeah, none of it. He didn't know any because he didn't watch the episode.
It's like, all right, I get you don't watch the show.
Right.
But you're coming back on the show.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense to go back and do your research and watch the previous episodes and find out what was going on to see what you're getting into? Like, that's what I would have. I mean, that's what I did when I was on the show. I watched the 2 previous seasons that was before me and was like, oh, this is what it is. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And it looked like he saw it late, way later.
After the fact.
After the fact. So I guess we'll see what happens on the next episode. What happens when everybody gets called out and what's being said and where the real battle lines are drawn, because we'll see what the real tea is talking about. Because as you can see, I'm kind of mixed up as to what the hell's going on with the entanglement situation.
It's a lot. It seems like a lot.
And it is very much a lot. It's fucking hurting my brain. So we're going to move on to the next thing, which is legendary, y'all. This one, I got my shit together really, really for y'all because I got to see, I know Legendary season 1 is already aired. And I think all the episodes are out. If not, there might be one more for this season. And they are renewed for a second season on HBO Max. Now, Legendary itself as a platform for ballroom culture is a big deal in and of itself. You know what's crazy to me is I was looking at the second season of Pose as well. And some of the episodes talked about the moment that Vogue hit for the first time when Madonna did it and how everybody felt like they were having a moment then. And then it kind of just went away and ended. So this kind of feels like a reincarnation
of that moment,
but in a much more bigger light because it's a show now. It's not a song.
Yeah.
Where it'll end when the song ends.
It's actually capturing a whole movement.
It's capturing an entire movement, and I think that is just incredible, and it's to be celebrated.
And it just got renewed for season 2.
And it got renewed for Black LGBT culture, which
it's a big deal.
Hello.
It's a big deal.
You're kind of looking at it here. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of the extent of it. We don't have very many platforms. So, sip that tea for a minute and let's just at least ruminate on the idea of that's how far we came.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I definitely want to give it up to HBO for giving us that spotlight.
For real.
And everybody, all the houses involved, because they're all doing their damn thing.
All right, now here's my thing.
Okay.
How authentic are these houses? Like, are all of these pre-existing houses, or did they make some of these houses specifically for the show? Because I'm just not 100% sold that, what was it, the House of Ebony?
Yeah.
It's had
I've heard of the House of
woman.
Ebony before. I've heard of the House of Ninja before.
The House of Ninja is head by a white woman. Like,
I didn't know who was involved.
Like, none of the houses that sound like they should be headed by certain people are headed by the people that they should be headed by.
I had the same question.
And
in
I'm
my
just
head.
being petty, but it's just like, all right, that was kind of a little commercialized for me. Like, is this gentrified? Like, what's going on
I
here?
hope not. I don't think it is. It kind of makes sense to me in a sense.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, did they pop it up? Did they polish it up for the show? Like, are these the real heads of the houses?
It doesn't.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it's. It looks like these are all the real houses.
Okay.
To me. And when I watched one of the reviews on Slay TV, because they were doing each episode a review for it. Mm-hmm. Two of the people that were from the houses, one was from House of West, and one was from House of Lanvin that was on the show talking to Eddie Jarrell. And they are authentic, obviously, because they're all.
Well, yeah, I know it's a level of authenticity, but I'm just saying as far
But they didn't
as
say I mean, they were
like, are these the actual? Are all of these the actual members?
I think this is. I think they would have called it out if they weren't authentic.
It was just funny. It just looked. It just had a optic.
weird
It was like, because I don't know. Like, I don't know the history.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be able to tell difference. So somebody could tell me anything. It'd be like, all right, I guess.
True.
But that's why I was just wondering. Like, damn, it was just like the House of Ebony, but then the mother of the house was.
So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm looking at the seasons right now. You guys might already know if you're watching what Legendary season 1, how it goes and how it turns out. Don't give me no spoilers.
Yeah.
Let me have
That
this.
first episode was fire, by the way.
It was definitely, the march was fire. And so, on Indie Skreetz, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of what I'm getting from each of the episodes. And I'm also taking in what the reviews have already said, because they're already in. So I just want to give my take on it, because I think this is great for the fucking culture itself. And I definitely want to just give my 2 cents on how I feel about the shit, because the shit's important.
Yeah.
All this representation is what we need right here.
Absolutely.
So I'm here for the House of Balmain, because they had the best march to me, even though their costumes or their wardrobe wasn't really the best. I got the Matrix theme though. So as soon as I saw it, I knew it, and I was like, it just threw me to a certain era. Yeah. House of Ninja, Fiercest Girls, point blank period.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's where my alliances stand. We're gonna see how this shit carries out for the rest of the week or for the rest of the season.
Yes.
So before I go off, let's give a shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. We're adding her to the ally list for this.
There was a little bit of a debate.
There's a little bit of a debate. We've been debating this actually low key behind the scenes for a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just give it up, because the main reason is people make mistakes. She's apologized for what she said about LGBT or gay people or whatever case may be. And we need to not necessarily be, well, I guess myself, I want to make sure we uplift everybody. We definitely need to congratulate our sisters, because the way it is right now in society, like, to be a black woman, it's almost really like you get the crumbs from the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? Because our sisters, first of all, they have misogyny against them. They have
Talk about
sexism against them.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? And just being black is apparently a sin in this country anyway. So when they win, we need to definitely uplift them because there's a lot of sisters out here that need to see themselves represented in all ways. And she is at least moving the needle and participating in this conversation here.
Absolutely. And we got to give people room to grow, you know?
We give
That's
people
what it's
room to
about.
grow. And a lot of people are not taking that anyway, even though they see us clearly.
Exactly.
You know the slang. You got the look all straight from us, but you don't want to give it up. So it's great to see women of Megan Thee Stallion's caliber out here representing for, you know, ballroom culture and LGBT culture as a whole. And on that note, we're going to give a shout out to the Queen Bee, Lil' Kim. Her birthday was July 11th. And we want to give a big shout out to her and add her to the ally list because she should have been on our ally list.
I mean, she just wasn't officially. Like she was already up there. It was kind of like a given. Like
it was a given. It was a given. Like we would have gave it up to her a long time ago.
Absolutely.
For sure. But we definitely want to give it up this time because, you know, it's her birthday and a lot of people show up for Kim, regardless of what the debate is. I don't care what your debate is. Kim was here for LGBT culture when it was not cool to even get within spitting distance of us. When the AIDS epidemic was real and taking people away, you know what I'm saying? She was still out here having interviews with RuPaul. And there's an interview out there on RuPaul's show that she had. She had a talk show in the 90s. You go look this up. This is real. And she was
I forgot she had that joint.
She had an interview with Pam Grier and Millie Jackson. These are two women. These are two women that kind of, you can see the lineage of how black women are exemplified for their presence and their business acumen and their talent. You know what I'm saying? And all of that kind of drips into LGBT culture the way we understand it. Because we get all our movements, we get all our nuances from black women, heterosexual, cisgender black women. Let's give it up for them. You know what I'm saying? And for her to be sitting alongside these and citing them as their influences, and they're all being interviewed by RuPaul, one of the most visible drag queens there was at that time, says a lot to the respect factor of just black culture and giving it up to black women coming together in a general sense. So Kim was there for all of that. And I want to definitely give a special birthday
Give her those
shout out to
roses.
her.
Give her them
And
flowers.
give her the roses. And she is an ally for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at in these streets.
Okay.
Giving it up for our black women and giving it up for our LGBT culture, especially trans trans women and ballroom culture for sure. All of us are part of this melting pot, and all of us move the needle forward, whether mainstream people want to admit that or not. But we're going to tell you the truth because we're here for it too. And that's what's in these Skreetz. You already.
There you go, man. And there you have it. Peasy on the streets, on the front lines.
For sure.
Ear to the curb, as always.
As always.
You know what it is, man. Hey, with that being said, man, you know, I need to relax a little bit. They ain't get to phase. When are the masseuses going to open up? The massage parlors?
They opened up already. This is phase 3.
Wait, so I could go get a massage right now?
You sure can.
Man, you better stop playing
You
with
can.
me.
This is phase 3.
All this time, I didn't know.
Masseuses, yep. Barbershops.
Oh, they included with the barbers and all that. Man, listen, I need to go get me a deep tissue for real.
I was just thinking about getting a fucking spa treatment
honestly,
for
like,
sure.
Not even playing. Like, I need it. Like, I need to go. It's a problem. So with that being said, I'm gonna take it to the smoking section. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna take it to the spa.
Oh,
That's how we gonna do it. But before we get to the spa, we gonna have a smoking session in the smoking section. Let's go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Big.
We here. All right, so you know, every time we get up in here, you know what I'm saying? We got a little question. We get a little perplexed. You know what I'm saying? And today's question, the question of the day, can I major in marijuana? I heard a good fucking question. Like, if I'm going to college, I'm of a college age. I'm coming out of high school. It's my senior year. You know what I'm saying? I just did the prom thing and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? My grades is copacetic. I took my SATs. I'm out here. I got
Prom
my
king and
options.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm applying. I'm looking around.
Homecoming king and shit.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get my BA. I want to go to college. I had the college dream.
Right.
Can I major in marijuana? Like, is that a thing? Well, you know, I did a little research.
Okay, Sherlock Tone out of the
Yeah,
gate.
you know what I'm saying? Put on my hat, filled up the little tobacco pipe. It wasn't tobacco though. You know what I'm saying? And we got to it. So I did a little digging and I found out that the answer to that is yes, actually.
A resounding
Actually, you can.
You can.
It's kind of crazy. There's specific courses that you could take at colleges and universities that are geared towards preparing you for a career in the cannabis industry. Canada is kind of leading the way with that. They're liberal with it. They're out here. Their government. They promote a lot of institutions that have courses and classes geared towards marijuana and the cultivation of cannabis and medical marijuana and all of that. So they take it deep. But as far as the U.S., there are a few states that have courses and universities that, partake in these kind of programs. So in Colorado, of course, that's kind of the hub. Denver, Colorado, they was one of the first to recreationalize marijuana. You could go there and pretty much, it's like, it is what it is. It's like Amsterdam of the United States. But
Colorado makes
at
sense.
the University of Denver, their business school called the Daniel College of Business, they have a course on the business of cannabis. So they have an actual business course on the cannabis industry, and you can take that and get college credit for it. So that alone right there is just crazy. Like, when I was looking at colleges, this wasn't an option. It wasn't a thing. It was like, my nigga, this wasn't even a thought for you. It was like, what? I'm a major in, like, what? But now you have that option. Just this shit is crazy. So in the University of Denver, they actually have a cannabis journalism course. So I guess this is for like bloggers or people who, study and write about cannabis and shit like it. There's an actual course. You could take a course called cannabis journalism.
Totally in your lane.
This is bugged out. It's crazy. And then also in Colorado, they actually have a cannabis training university, which is an online program. You can get certified in the business of cannabis. So you get certified to open up like a dispensary or something like that. It's like a real course you could take online, because you have online colleges like the Phoenix College and all that shit like that. But they have an actual cannabis training university, which I thought was sick. So we take it over a state, and you get to Ohio State University, and they have Cannabis, which they put a Z at the end of it.
Cannabis.
You know what I'm saying? With a colon, exploring the legalized cannabis industry. So that's another business course that's at Ohio State University. This ain't like your little run-of-the-mill college. Or this is a certified D1 NCAA university that has a cannabis business course. So that just tells you where the marijuana industry is going in the world. It's ridiculous. It's crazy to even like think about this and it'd be an actual thing that you could look up and research and find out that it's true. Like, I'm still bugging off of this shit, right? But then we go to Michigan, and North Michigan U has a 4-year medical plant chemistry bachelor's degree that you can acquire. Like, that's ridiculous. So you could go there and that'll be your fucking, like, you majoring in medicinal plant chemistry. How about that?
Damn, it feel good to be a bachelor.
How about that? You get your bachelor's in fucking medicinal plant chemistry.
Damn.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
And then make it even better. Well, not even better, but like on a lesser note. But still, you take it to Jers, Stockton University. Shout out to Jers. You know what I'm saying? Home team. You can minor in cannabis studies. So I could go there. I majored in what? Communication and media studies. And I minored in business. So instead of minoring in business, I could have minored in cannabis studies if I would have went to Stockton. Like, that's some crazy shit. That's just
Should've went
wild.
to Stockton.
It's wild. But then if you come out to Cali, you know what I'm saying? You want the warm weather. You want to keep it nice. You want to keep it funky, copacetic. UCLA. Everybody know UCLA.
Ookla.
They have students there partaking in a cannabis research initiative. So they there studying like how to grow, the hybrids and all that. They getting scientific with it. So it's almost something what North Michigan University is with the medicinal plant, the chemistry degree, but they're actually partaking in an initiative where they can research and study on some live shit. So they getting in the field experience at UCLA in the cannabis industry. Like, that's not crazy. Just think about this. These are major institutions within the United States.
We've come a long way.
Man.
We've come a long way. Studying it, shit, I would do it.
Man, in a heartbeat. I'm thinking about it still. I might just
network.
go and, just get a little quick degree or certificate or something. Why not? Can't
Absolutely, because, the networking aspect of it, because it's still pretty new. It's
I was
new
just about to
industry
say, it's very
out
young.
here. So if you find somebody that's kind of involved in there, that's a very, it's a more immediate path than, say, like, any other traditional business course where it'll be thousands of people trying to apply for the same job. As opposed to cannabis, there might be a lot of people, but
It's not going to be
it's a little bit more streamlined.
as saturated, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more streamlined. So
And then
that's
you
dope.
still getting in early. Like, imagine where it's going to be in 5 years, 10 years.
Shit. How many?
Something to think
states?
about, man. Listen, don't go stealing my ideas. All right, I'm taking a course. Let me get it back, and then I'll report back to you and let you know how it goes. So
Report
cool
back.
out first. Let me.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
but listen, that's what it is, man. You can actually. So that's the answer. Can I major in marijuana? The answer is yes. And like I said, if you go to Canada, their programs get even more extensive and more accessible. Like, they have it at more colleges than even the U.S. The U.S. we kind of playing catch up and shit. But we getting there, so slowly but surely. But there you have it, man. That's the question for the smoking section, and we pretty much answered it. It was a short but sweet one, but I thought that was some valuable, impactful information, and
Absolutely.
I found it pretty fucking interesting because I was not aware of this shit. I mean, I thought it might have been a course here and there, like some
Yeah.
online you could take, but to find out it's shit at universities, it's research initiatives and shit that you could be a part of. Like, man, listen.
Man, it's a beautiful thing. It's come a long
I could go
way.
to school, hoop, play ball for the team, and then like study about trees and shit.
while doing it for a pastime.
Man, listen.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
hopefully, the legal process of getting
They catching up too. It's
cannabis,
gonna get there.
legalization of cannabis, across the states.
I mean, that's a big sign that it's coming. You know
It's
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
sign that it's coming. I would say get in where you fit in now, though, because once it becomes legal, it's not a new
It's gonna be a
industry
tougher
anymore.
process. It's gonna be
Very
all,
much more.
It's gonna be
people.
crazy. It's gonna be nuts. So
So
get on it early. We telling you now. We getting on it. So hey, if you don't listen, you don't listen. But we'll keep y'all posted, man.
for sure.
It's another one in the smoking section. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Listen, you know how we like to end it off. Get on up out of here on a high note. Hey, listen, catch that lighter.
Catch the lighter. Caught it.
Caught it, got it.
Got it.
Yeah, man.
That from
Happy
coast to coast with this dope, this hope, with this dope, this hope. Sheesh. Wait, is it lit?